What up, Internet? It's ya boy. And today we're talking about a controversy so deep, it makes your uncle's arguments about pineapple on pizza look tame. This one involves Silicon Valley hype, a black turtleneck, and a promise that was, well, entirely full of hot air. So, picture this. The early 2000s. Tech startups are minting billionaires. Faster than you can say disruption. And then there's Elizabeth Holmes. She drops out of Stanford, uses her tuition money, and starts a company called her big idea to revolutionize blood testing. She claimed her machine, called the Edison, could run hundreds of common blood tests from just a few drops of blood, all from a simple finger prick. Holmes was a master marketer. She cultivated this super intense, almost Steve Jobs-like persona, deep voice. She brought on big names to her board, like Henry Kissinger and George Shultz. She raised hundreds of millions of dollars, valuing Theranos at $9 billion at its peak. She promised quick, accurate, and cheap blood tests that would empower individuals to take control of their health. Walgreens even partnered with her, putting Theranos wellness centers in their stores. But here's the controversy. It was all a lie. The Edison machine basically didn't work. It could only perform a tiny fraction of the tests it claimed, and the results it did produce were often wildly inaccurate. Instead of their own revolutionary tech, Theranos was secretly using modified commercial lab equipment for most tests. They were allegedly even voiding and rerunning results to make them look good. It's like claiming you baked a Michelin star meal, but you actually just microwaved a Hot Pocket and put a parsley sprig on it. The whistleblowers started coming forward, risking their careers to expose the truth. Investigative journalist John Carew at the Wall Street Journal dug in. Despite intense pressure and legal threats from his reporting blew the lid off the whole operation. The company that promised to save lives was actually putting people's health at risk with bogus diagnoses. That's not just a scam. That's dangerous. The downfall was spectacular. Walgreens pulled out. The SEC charged Holmes and her ex-boyfriend and former coup, Sunny Balwani, with massive fraud. Theranos dissolved in disgrace. Elizabeth Holmes was ultimately convicted of defrauding investors and sentenced to over 11 years in prison. Balwani also got a hefty sentence. It was a massive fall from grace for someone once hailed as the next tech visionary. The Theranos scandal isn't just about losing money. It's about the ethics of Silicon Valley's fake-it-till-you-make-it culture, especially when real human lives are at stake. It's a stark reminder that hype can't fix fundamental scientific flaws. So, next time you hear about a revolutionary new technology that seems to defy the laws of physics, especially in healthcare, and the founder talks in a suspiciously deep voice, remember Elizabeth Holmes. Anyway, that's all for today. What's the most controversial or ethically questionable financial scheme you've ever heard of? Let me know in the comments below. Peace out.